Vibe God Collection Volume 1 by Eli Sostre. Brooklyn artist/producer Eli Sostre is back with his second project of 2019, Vibe God Collection Volume 1. With as much versatility as Eli has, is this his breakout moment? How do we feel about it? Here's our honest review of Vibe God Collection Volume 1 by Eli Sostre.
Vibe God Collection Volume 1. We had done one Eli Sostre project before. Sleepers for the Week. I don't think we checked out any other ones.
No, we didn't.
But we liked that project very much. How you feel about the artwork here?
Nothing really much to look at, to be honest with you. I mean, it's cool, but nothing really special.
Yeah, it's there.
Yeah.
It's a picture of his Jesus piece and his jacket open.
Yep.
Nothing much there.
Yep.
The FLOTUS project, man. This was kind of like somewhat of a mix between R&B and singing and rapping. This is more along the lines of the vibe of what the youngins are listening to nowadays. So I felt like this project, more than the last one we did, caters more to what the youth is, listening to.
It's definitely that I want to chill and turn up at the same time kind of thing. So it's definitely got that mind going into it.
Highlights, man. Look, San Francisco, California Flex. I thought that song came on. It's got a really cool vibe to it. Still Up in LA. I thought that was actually a real solid song. Big Deal. I liked the way the song sounded initially. When the beat changed up, it was cool, but it wasn't overly, selling me on anything. And then This Winter, I liked the rap that he came in with at the beginning of the track. When they slowed it down towards the end, it was cool. Not as impactful as the rap was to me. That rap he actually had some bars in there too, by the way.
Yeah, Still Up in LA was a great way to start. I kind of got the whole vibe session started and everything. And for the rest of the project, I really liked the production because it was like just real chill and mellow, and it really got the whole vibe God feel or whatever like that. So I like the production.
Oh, you done?
Yeah.
Oh, Lowlights. So look, as far as the lowlights go, Nobody was very forgettable. Not rememberable at all to me. I'm having a hard time remembering what the song sounds like right now as I'm talking about this. And overall, as a whole, the project is not really rememberable. It doesn't have something that like hooks into you and stays relevant in you for a substantial amount of time. I literally had to skim through this before we started doing it just because I'm like, man, what do those songs sound like again? Nothing grabs you other than San Francisco, California Flex. That's probably like the brightest spot on here. But other than that, I don't feel like it doesn't stick. Even if you're putting out music and you're competing with your last project, you still have to remember you are somewhat competing with the rest of the music industry, and it has to be a viable project when it comes to that as well.
Most definitely, because my lowlights of the project would just have to be the whole vocal tone of the project. It never really went anywhere different. It was all the same, and that really made it unmemorable. Like, it was the same type of singing, airy, out there, and everything like that. And you really didn't care about the lyrics when you're listening to it. That's why I say I rock with the production, because if it was just the production sonically, like, yeah, this can be a real good vibe session. But when you try to think of something memorable, you really won't have nothing to grab away from here. And I think that goes along with the vocals, the writing, and all that like that. It just really wasn't nothing to grab you into it and have you say, oh, I remember what Nobody sound like. I remember what Big Deal sound like. No, this is just really just one vibe session. And I think the vibe session I'm just thinking about is just like instrumentals, because I don't even remember the vocals on here.
Final thoughts, man. Look, when it came to this project, there was so many times when I was at work listening to this where I would start the song, I get halfway into the song, and I realized I didn't pay attention. Yep. So I had to rewind the song, and I had to do that over and over and over again. That's usually not a good sign. Can he sing? Yes. Can he write? Yes. There's just something about this that just was not sticking with me. I don't know why. It just didn't have the vibe the last one had, or the last one that we reviewed had, because he has dropped the project since then too. But it's just something about this that just doesn't have that stickiness to especially comparing to other stuff that's pretty dope. You can hear something like this similar from someone so along the lines of like Bryson Tiller or something like that. He would do music that sounds just like this.
Yeah, there's not really much to take away from this project. Just for it to be the Vibe Collection Volume 1, it doesn't really make me too interested in Volume 2. I don't know what he could take with this, or if this is just partial of a project he's already completed. But coming away from this, I wasn't too excited to be looking forward to the next one.
Final grade, man. X, very forgettable. Probably won't ever listen to it again. Even San Francisco, California Flex, even though that's a solid song. There's so much other dope music and dope music out. You have to find some way to make your stuff sound dope, to make it so that it even makes it into a playlist amongst the likes of what Lucky Day did this year. You know, Trevor Jackson had some dope songs this year on his project. Like, you gotta put out dope music.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it an X as well. I just really don't feel like there's too much to come here. I mean, you can go here for the vibes and everything like that, but regardless of that, I don't think it's something that you'll come back to anytime soon, just because of the lack of, a spark here. I don't feel no spark from this project.
Just as a reminder before you put it in the comments, can he sing? Yes. Can he write? Yes. You be having to remind people that you said that. You know what
We
I'm
did.
saying?